Sup y'all, back with another video. So today I'm talking about something I've been noticing in the market for the last probably week or so. So I usually peruse the market pretty heavily through Facebook groups, through Slack, looking at CoinMarketCap, just watching the markets like a lot of us do. And it just seems like there is a undertone, especially with SegWit being activated yesterday, that some people are starting to reject the idea of how the original Bitcoin is functioning. Just seems like there seems to be a growing base for Bitcoin Cash. From what I'm seeing, with the recent price rise, with how things are turning out, with the volume still holding on to number 4 right now, in CoinMarketCap. It seems like Bitcoin Cash is here to stay and may take some of that shine from Litecoin, which it seemed like a lot of the community thought would take off. And I'm not sure if that's based on Cliff High's report, or because I know a lot of people in the crypto space look at Cliff High recently with some of the success he's had. But I'll probably address that in another video, what I think about Cliff High, because I've actually purchased one of the reports. So Bitcoin Cash, I think that I've been seeing some more and more posts about, or comments about, Bitcoin's price of the transactions, how this recent change to Bitcoin has changed the fundamentals of what it was started on. In that Bitcoin Cash, I've just seen people call Bitcoin Cash the real Bitcoin now. Even I know, if you're in the crypto, you probably know Crypto's News. He put I think it was a post on Steemit a couple weeks or a week back, talking about how he thought Bitcoin Cash was more true to the original idea of Bitcoin. I kind of agree, even when I've seen debates from Roger Ver speaking with the Bitcoin core team, or their representatives, or whether he was on Adam Meister's show. He always seemed to have good core fundamentals at work when he was discussing his arguments. A lot of people call him a shell or this or that, or I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs. I'm not a super tech guy, but when I watch his interviews, it always seems like he's making a lot of sense of how I would probably logically think about how Bitcoin should function. I don't know. I would go back, if I were you. You go back and watch him on Adam Meister's show. I think it was probably a few months back now, or maybe even a year or so ago. But that just showed me, like, he's a pretty reasonable guy to me. He has good fundamentals. He understands that this is not originally intended to be just a store of value, and it was intended to be a peer-to-peer cash system. And if we don't have that from the original Bitcoin right now, if it's really more a store of value than a peer-to-peer cash system with no middleman, I don't know if there's a clear leader in that space if the original Bitcoin is not that. Because Ethereum, that's not its primary focus. It's many other things. It's something different. Ripple, we know how most people feel about Ripple, and we just really don't embrace it in the crypto space. Litecoin is kind of that Bitcoin Cash, you know. Dash maybe. Neo isn't that. Ethereum Classic is supposed to be that. Monero is maybe something that's that at its core. But other than that, in the top 15, 20, Zcash. But what are who's that payment system that can be used around the world? Who is that? And you know, Bitcoin Cash could really take that. I think the name sounds good, which is important. It could be a real threat to Bitcoin. I don't know if it's a threat, but it's a change a lot of us didn't expect, maybe, and it may at some point start to dampen what the price could be. You know, we'll probably never know or never be able to tell, but I think when maybe people come into the space more and see other things, who knows, they may go for Bitcoin Cash within a year, 2 years, 3 years down the line. People may think Bitcoin Cash is the best, most useful crypto as far as payments, and Bitcoin is a store of value, and Ethereum is a decentralized internet. Maybe that's how people think of it in the future, but right now I think it's really open. I think the tone is kind of changing with Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin, and I think it could continue, and I think Bitcoin Cash could continue to grow. It definitely seems like it's not going anywhere. It's around 650 today, and it has a lot of room to grow if people really start to take it seriously. Maybe at some point I'll start to pick up some. I don't know if that point is now, but I know it's not now. But when I think maybe a more definite change is coming to the market with Bitcoin Cash, then I'll start to invest and start to try and. But it could be coming down. It's a possibility, and I may miss it. But right now, I'm really focused, as I said, on those smaller coins, accumulating them, hopefully getting some great returns at the end of the year or beginning of next year, or even as late as spring of next year. So, 6 months. Hold these coins at least and check back when the snow starts to melt. So that's really what I'm thinking about right now. Bitcoin Cash could overtake Bitcoin. I think it's starting to be a feasible possibility. I still haven't got mine from my one of my hardware wallets, the Keep Key. They're still working on a fix to try and get it, be able to transfer it out. So I'm holding my Bitcoin Cash for now. I had some on Bittrex, which I traded immediately, but we'll see where it goes. Once again, thank y'all for checking out the video. I'm gonna be starting a new group soon on Facebook just to try and get a good community going. I'm in a few groups on Facebook now. It seems there's a lot of just the same old questions over and over. Not a lot of people doing any substantial research or providing a lot of good points. There are some here and there, but I think maybe we should start a private group where we can get together and talk in confidence about different things we know or we believe or that we see potentially happening in the market. I think it could be beneficial to us, and I think keeping it a closed group just keeps it focused. And yeah, so if you guys like that idea, definitely hit me up, leave a comment below. I'll probably link it in my next video, so subscribe. I haven't actually made the page yet, so I'll probably link it in my next video, so subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications button, follow me on Instagram if you can, legal_Jones, and y'all keep buying that crypto.